Hey, welcome back to YT Finance, and this is the channel where I went to business school so you didn't need to, and today we are going over the latest news updates for SoFi Technologies and where their future share price could be headed throughout the year of 2023 and throughout the year of 2024. If you didn't know, SoFi Technologies is a fintech company or a financial technology company that offers their consumers an all-in-one inclusive digital app to where this company operates as a digital bank. Right now, their share price trades for $7. However, many professionals believe the company could surge up to $10 or at minimum potentially drop to $5 if we enter into a mild recession. So let's dissect this article, analyze it. I'll give my personal opinion and then I would love to hear your thoughts down below. So let's dive right in. SoFi Technologies, if you didn't know, released a very strong fourth quarter earnings report for 2022 as well as a full year report for the year of 2022, which sent the SoFi share price absolutely skyrocketing up by around 13%. However, the author of this article, as well as myself, believe that there is further upside potential that SoFi will access throughout the year of 2023 and into 2024. The first main thing that we took away from their earnings report is that they have very strong projections in terms of their overall customer acquisition. They ended the fourth quarter of 2022 with over 5 million total customers, which is absolutely fantastic because the more customers they bring in, that means they're going to increase their overall revenues and earnings per share. It's going to reflect very positively on their overall financials, which will move their share price even higher. So that is extraordinarily good news. We also have the potential of the student loan payment moratorium ending, which is going to act as a phenomenal catalyst towards the end of the year, and investors have been waiting for this to happen, which will again send the share prices absolutely skyrocketing. But that's not really what I want to hone in on and talk about because I have other videos dissecting that. What I really want to focus on is their overall member growth. In the fourth quarter of 2022, they added around 480,000 new customers. This brought their total to, like we said, 5.22 million total customers. So SoFi's main advantage here is their ability to bring in more customers. Not only are they stealing existing customers from other banks, but they're also gaining overall market share by doing this through their phenomenal marketing. So they are attaining people who don't bank in general, and they are also stealing market share from other banks by attracting their customers. And this has led to around a 51% increase in their overall member acquisition regarding the most recent quarter, which is extremely impressive. If we break it down on a monthly basis, this means that they are attracting and bringing in around 160,000 new customers on average for each month within the quarter. This has led to an astonishing growth rate in their overall member acquisition to where they are rapidly expanding. As you can see on screen here, we have a quarter by quarter progression of their current member growth trajectory. So how is this member growth translating into their overall EBITDA growth? Well, it's doing absolutely phenomenal. For instance, let's just briefly talk about their revenue. If you listened to their fourth quarter earnings report or watched my video breakdown or watched my earnings report breakdown, you know that SoFi generated around $443 million in adjusted revenues for the fourth quarter, which shows a 58% growth rate year over year, which is driving their overall stock performance, which is very positive. However, the underlying factor of this is their ability to attract strong members. Their average member has over a 747 FICO score, and they're making around $165,000 per year. This is going to come in handy, especially if the overall economy enters into a recession, because it means that their customers are so strong that they are not likely to default on any of their lending products. This means that if a customer is either refinancing their student loans, trying to get a mortgage, trying to get a car loan, or have refinanced any debt or even taken out a personal loan, these types of customers will not default on their loans, which means that they won't stop paying on their loans even during a negative macroeconomic recession. And this is something that a lot of other banks can't actually say, because SoFi is attracting young high earners who will essentially always be able to pay their debts, which makes SoFi extremely resilient despite macroeconomic uncertainty or even higher interest rates. We also had a phenomenal outlook for the full year of 2023, where the current guidance for their revenues could come in anywhere between $1.925 billion to $2 billion for the full year of 2023, and I personally think they'll bring in closer to around $2 billion for the full year of 2023, which would represent a growth rate of around 27% on a midpoint basis, which is not extremely impressive, but still, it shows that the company is rapidly scaling, but this does tell us that their overall growth is in fact slowing down. On top of this, their new member acquisition rate has increased their overall adjusted EBITDA, which is expected to come in between the range of $260 million to $280 million, which would equate to a year-over-year growth rate of 89%. This means that SoFi's acquisition rate of their customers is positively impacting their overall revenues as well as their overall adjusted EBITDA growth. So now that we know we have a very positive outlook for the year of 2023, which will hopefully translate to strong overall share performance for this company, investors have strong reasons to continuously invest into this company. But again, disclaimer, I only have a 4% allocation to this company. I don't have a large position in this company because there are so many other phenomenal stocks on the stock market right now, and I don't want to overexpose myself to a singular risky growth stock without taking proper risk management precautions into consideration, such as not overexposing myself more than a 5% allocation for an initial investment into a single risky growth company. I also want to point out to investors, although their overall membership acquisition, their adjusted EBITDA, as well as their revenue growth will slow down throughout the year of 2023, just due to the law of large numbers, which indicates it's going to be more difficult for this company to grow on a percentage basis. However, some of this could be offset due to the restart of student payments once the student loan moratorium officially ends. And hopefully that will be able to offset most of the risk and any of the loss in growth throughout the year of 2023. Now, this doesn't mean that SoFi Technologies is a bad company, but rather it signifies that this company is still growing into their overall valuation. So let's take a look at their valuation. The company is currently trading and valued at a PS ratio, or a price to sales multiple, of 2.5 times, which is below their average one-year PS ratio of 3 times. The stats get even better according to their accounting ratios, such as their price to sales ratio, when we take in their full year 2024 estimates, to where professionals expect them to bring in $2.5 billion worth of revenue. This is not only going to positively impact their overall PS ratio, but hopefully also increase their overall share price. In the end, SoFi Technologies is absolutely primed for future growth, but this company does have various risks. For instance, the biggest risk right now for SoFi Technologies, according to this author, is their acquisition rates. Their acquisition rates of new customers are slowing down. If they slow down too much, it means that SoFi Technologies won't be able to keep up their phenomenal growth rate, which could negatively impact the overall share price. But with that being said, SoFi is still likely to add a significant number of new members throughout the year of 2023 and 2024, but probably not as much as they have during the past. This is why it might be good for SoFi Technologies to increase their overall marketing and sales expenses so they can continuously bring in new customers and hopefully inflate that overall growth rate of obtaining new members and customers. The growth rate in terms of their overall customers is going to be moderate from here on out, but moderate growth is still better than no growth or low growth. Also, we have the federal student loan payment moratorium ending to look forward to, which could reboot the overall shares, giving SoFi Technologies even better results in terms of their overall financial earnings reports. So that is definitely something to look forward to or watch out for. We need to be aware of slowing growth rates in their adjusted EBITDA, their revenue, and their member acquisition rates, but hopefully the student loan moratorium ending will be able to offset some of these financial blunders. But even if the student loan moratorium gets extended again, the company is still currently on track to achieve profitability in the fourth quarter of 2023, which is absolutely phenomenal. I can't wait for this company to actually become profitable and achieve profitability, which I think will cause more investors to flood into this stock, thus increasing the overall share price yet again. The final thoughts that the author has to offer about this stock is that the company has a strong outlook and hopefully will give us impressive performance throughout the year of 2023 and 2024. The author also goes on to say that that he believes that investors underestimate SoFi Technologies' growth potential in terms of their overall stock price, because further upside is right around the corner. And I honestly agree with him. I have around a $10 price target for this company once they become profitable, and hopefully investors will be able to identify the future growth trajectory of this company to invest even more heavily into it. But again, always practice proper risk management. I would love to hear your thoughts down below about where you think the share price is headed. Subscribe if you are new, smash that like button for more news updates on SoFi Technology stock, and I will see you in the next YT video.